Today we're using my fastest killing Krig C class up here in Black Ops 6. I made an overpowered class up that you guys can dominate lobbies with. Let's get right into the attachments. For my first attachment for my optic, I had the Kevlar Microflex. I personally don't like the iron sights on this thing, and I definitely recommend you use the Kevlar Microflex just because you're going to see a lot more and you're probably going to get a lot more kills with this thing on, so make sure you guys have this on. For my next attachment for my muzzle, I had the ported compensator, and this is going to give you 3 ticks of first shot recoil control and then 2 ticks of vertical recoil control. I personally love this attachment because it's going to help out those longer ranges, so that way your gun isn't having a really wonky recoil pattern or any shake. It's also going to give you the first shot recoil control, which is gun kick control, and that's going to make sure your gun isn't shaking or having a really wonky recoil as well. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys into here with these stats, you're getting 45% to the first shot recoil control scale, 22% to the recoil gun kick control, and then 25% to the vertical recoil control. For my next attachment for my barrel, I had the long barrel, and this is going to give you 3 ticks of damage range. I personally love this attachment because it's going to make sure this gun isn't a pea shooter at those longer ranges, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys into here with these stats, the damage at effective range is 58.7 and the damage on that is 28, and then the damage beyond range is 58.7 and the damage on that is 22. For my next attachment for my underbarrel, I had the Ranger foregrip, and you're going to be gaining 2 ticks of horizontal recoil control as well as 1 tick of sprinting movement speed. I was mainly using this for the movement speed, but the horizontal recoil control does help out a bit, so this thing isn't going to be shaking or having a really wonky recoil pattern. It will be maintainable, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys into here with these stats, you're getting 2% to the recoil gun kick control, 20% to the horizontal recoil control, and then 7% to the sprinting movement speed. For my next attachment for my magazine, I had the extended mag 1 just so I can get into a lot more gunfights and reload less, so make sure you guys have this on. For my next attachment for the rear grip, I had the quick draw grip, and this is going to give you 3 ticks of ADS speed and then 2 ticks of jumping ADS speed. I was just trying something different with the rear grip, and I wanted to try the quick draw grip because this is going to give you the maximum amount of ADS speed that you can possibly get in the rear grip section. It's also going to give you jumping ADS speed, which is going to help out whenever you are jumping, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys into here with these stats, we're getting 29% to the ADS speed and then 30% to the jump ADS speed. For my next attachment for my stock, I had the balance stock, and you're going to be gaining 2 ticks of strafing movement speed, 2 ticks of movement speed, 2 ticks of hipfire movement speed, and then 1 tick of aim walking movement speed. I personally love this attachment because you're going to be moving super fast. You're going to have a very fast strafing speed, and it's going to be very hard for your enemies to hit you whenever you are in a gunfight, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys it's here with these stats, are getting 12% to the movement speed, 18% to the crouch movement speed, and then 11% to the ADS movement speed. Finally, for my fire mods, I had the recoil springs, and this is going to give you 2 ticks of horizontal recoil control and then 2 ticks of vertical recoil control. You guys it's here with these stats, are getting 13% to the recoil gun kick control, 18% to the horizontal recoil control, and then 13% to the vertical recoil control. Here are all my perks on the screen for the wild card. Make sure you guys using Gunfighter so that way you guys can have all these 8 attachments. Here are all the attachments on the screen with the stats. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Cricket time.
Watch your target ID. I'll assist you on the objective.
Charlie secure. Bravo zone secure. Lead charge. Losing B. Losing Bravo. Losing B.
Of course he's behind me. Why wouldn't he be in front of me? Face your fears. We're frying them right now with the Kriggy Diggy.
Tango front.
See, I don't really like Domination that much, but I'll try it. I was trying it for today. Why does it say that kid's level 56?
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
Engaging with Grim Reaper.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Of course, they're all over here.
Damn it, we've lost the lead.
I wish it was a halftime, because it's like impossible to get back.
Visual sleeper
I'm
agent.
just trying to streak up. Give my heater for my team.
Taking Bravo on delivery.
C4 detonated. Conquer resupply.
They're taking C.
That's 5 for me. Enemies rearming.
Taking B. Securing B.
UAV available for tasking.
Different. LVBR incoming.
Requesting recon above.
UAV commencing surveillance operation. UAV SCS 50%.
Of course, fucking shotgun, you little rat bitch. Yeah, fuck you, fucking weirdo. Why are people using that? It's so annoying. Let me know if you guys are running into Olympia weirdos as
C4
well.
detonated. Enemy has a shock charge. Enemy grenade.
Care package inbound.
Teammate, just fry his ass.
Taking B.
Hostile shock spotted.
B locked down. Hellstorm incoming. Losing B.
Hostiles have assault pack resupply.
Losing Bravo.
So push, push, push.
You're mine. Hostile trophy system identified. C4 prime.
Losing
Triggering
B.
C4. Spotted enemy storm.
Losing Bravo. Bravo locked. Locking down Bravo.
Oh, this is so annoying trying to catch this shit back.
Hostile LVBR drop detected.
My teammate's not helping.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Securing B. Enemy care package above. Get ready. LVBR incoming. Bravo is armed. Losing B. Watchdog
Push,
Helo
push, push.
incoming on your location. We lost B.
Screw it, we ain't winning this game.
Enemy CUAV
Enemy has a shock charge.
They're taking C. Taking Bravo underway. Secure. Hostile LDPR drop detected. TechCom, launch counter UAV. Heads up. Hostile care package inbound. Losing Bravo. Mark, requesting UAV test.
Enemy trophy. Front. Trigger.
Bravo lost. Hostile counter UAV established above.
There we go.
Down. Move. Cover me. Enemy flashbang.
Bravo lost.
No way, bro. I was so close to my rocket.
TechCom, I need eyes overhead.
Bringing in recon.
At least we're holding up right now.
C4 detonated. Enemy 12. Hit. Side flashbang.
Losing B.
UAV flight time 50%.
Hostile trophy.
Lost B.
Target confirmed.
Enemy RTC detected.
Thanks
At
for
least
the
I'm
well.
leveling up.
UAV overflight terminated.
Sit rep. LDPR.
Enemy grenade. Watch it. Target
I feel
ID.
like I gotta just keep down and focus up every time I say this.
Eyes on enemy. They're cooked.
Unless you guys rather me talk and don't care if I win. Because honestly, at this stage of the game, I don't care if I win or not.
Locking down
Never
Bravo.
forgetting where we
I mean,
came
we're pretty close.
from. You are what you are.
Enemy C4 detonated.
How am I not healed?
Somebody.
There
I
we
don't
go.
believe in bad luck.
Game is over. We didn't get the win.
Get there.
It's
Hopefully,
over.
in one of
Collect
these
the
videos
wounded
this
and
week,
get
I
to
do
the
get the win.
CCP.
These skit lobbies have been very sweaty, but I hope you guys enjoy it.